Hello, my name is Sippies, and you can call me B, and welcome back to some more Even If Tempest. I'm starting a thing where I'm recording a lot of the visual novels I do live. So yeah, definitely check out my Twitch. It's Sippies. I'll link it. I think it's time for you to die. Oh yeah, I named our girl Car. Just kidding. And why wouldn't I be kidding? You're my precious employee. If I kill you now, they'll only give me more work. He doesn't do that. Well, does he execute? He's an inquisitor. Oh, I should probably turn off my notification sound. My bad. My wing. There we go. Your employees? So, so you're the Witch of Ruin then? Give him like a stupid voice. Yikes, we're still going with that one? I'd really rather you not. It's so painfully bland. Anyway, let's table that issue for now. Now listen here, oh devoted employees. I'm about to give you some pointers, so don't you dare forget them. You'll be working as facilitators during the trial. You should feel honored to participate in this, a trial that normally sees witches punished turned into a show on the base of human condition. But do not conflate your role in this trial with the role inquisitors normally play. You are to direct this trial, but not participate in decision of its verdict. You're gonna forget all the rules out of spite. You'll literally die. You'll die. You may see yourself similarly to a judge in your role, but you're far more akin to a hired chairman. The sacrificia are the stars of the show. There's no fun in seeing the stagehands in the spotlights. Mess up and I'll kill you and find a suitable replacement. It's not all bad though. If you meet my expectations, then you'll get properly compensated. How so? Quit. I'll grant you one wish. If it means forfeiting my heart, I pass. Aw, I won't do that. I hate the kind of boss that would exploit their employees or claim their achievements as their own. Dang, worker rights. Hard work deserves a proper reward. Otherwise, the world will never get any better, you know. Even if you insist on working for free, my bleeding heart simply won't allow it. You will get a reward from me. So be sure to think it through. I get how your magic works now. It's an exchange of terms, like a contract. You offer humans your power in exchange for eating away at their hearts. If the conditions you each present them are an enlightenment, then you can't use your magic. I'd always thought it strange. What do you get out of destroying someone's heart? If all you wanted was to watch someone suffer, then there are much easier and simpler methods. Methods that you never took. You never dirtied your own hands. I suspect you couldn't, even if you wanted to. Stay away from him, Inquisitor! He can manipulate your memories unconditionally. Yeah, he's done it before to us. Yeah, man. It's a fleeting magic. Your memories will return to normal with time, but that doesn't lessen the danger. She's like, how the fuck do you know that? Are you a witch? Do I have to kill you? Do I need to bring out the what do you fucking he has the cucking chair? He has a cucking chair. Don't make me bring out the cucking chair. The Inquisitor Lister looks suspiciously at me, wondering how I could possibly know something like that. He just as well knows now isn't the time for those questions and turns back to the witch. He could have already done it already to the Inquisitor. So you can do low-level magic without any conditions. Even so, your magic is far more restricted than I initially surmised. Who doesn't have a cucking chair? You have a talent for irritation. Are you the type people ignore at parties? I'm more popular than you are, at least. So what will you choose? Will you take up the role of facilitator, or will you step down? I accept the role. Now that I know how your magic works, I can see the reward doesn't have any particular downsides. Miss Red. We're Miss Red. We got red hair. I accept as well. Okie dokie. I'll hear your wishes once it all is said and done. I'd much rather state mine now. Oh, if your performance is below par, you'll have to pay the price for reneging on our contract? No, don't accept the contract! What I want from you is a smooth trial. If I'm not satisfied with the result, all that happens is that you don't get your reward. You lose nothing of note. But if I pay you in advance, you're obligated to give me a perfect trial. If you can't keep up your end of the contract, I'll have to take your life as compensation. Is it your desire so great you would willingly shoulder these risks? It is. I would have you participate in the trial as well. Excuse me? I want you to participate as one of the Sacrificia. You can even hide your identity as the witch. We will remain mum as well. Excuse me? Oh, wait, this happened last route. He was one of, he was a witch. I forgot his name, is Thomas Unruh. So he did this in the last route too. In the last route, we were going for a different boy. His name was Creus. Creus is Pookie. But now we're with this happened. He did this. Excuse me? No way. You just want to see me burned to ashes. No can do, no siree. Damn it. Carnivals are fun because I get to enjoy the world burn in peace. Nothing and no one will make me put my life up as a condition. Tell me who the membrum is. Why, that would just rob us of all the fun. What are you, stupid? You silly little fool. Ugh, this conversation's gone on far too long. I think I need to find myself some more subservient facilitators. Now hold on there. I get where you're coming from. Safety is important. But you know who actually has the most fun during a show? It's neither the guests nor the employees, but the actors. I still won't become a sacrificial for... Oh, I see. Well, I suppose I could agree on that much. Huh? That'll allow me to formalize this agreement of ours. He's agreeing? Okay, Pookie. The witch places his hand on Inquisitor Lister's chest. Though I see nothing out of sorts, Inquisitor Lister's brows knit in discomfort. Nay. Oh, are you okay with so humble a wish? You seem to harbor a much stronger desire than that. Shut up! My heart isn't your plaything, scoundrel! Oh, things would be so much more fun if I made you my membrum. Oh! You good? You good, Tyrell? Inquisitor Lister, are you okay? I place curse chains on our hearts. The physical ones, you see. Should you break our contract, the chains will pierce your heart. Your turn, Car. What do you wish for? No! Keep your wish for the end of the trial. I don't want anyone else putting their life on the line. But... what a pity. Oh well, guess it's more exciting this way. Before I forget, there's one more thing you must know. I'll be the one counting the votes. I'll also be preparing the gallows. The execution itself, though, falls on you. That's fun. Well, goodbye for now. I do look forward to watching you struggle. Those are his final words before he disappears completely. Inquisitor Lister, how you feeling? He weighs away my concern, but sweat still beads at his brow. He doesn't admit weakness easily. I'm exhausted. The real thing's a lot more intimidating. That's what she said. I mean, all that you managed to hold your own against him. You even saw through how his magic works. Knowing that the witch used contractual magic is a huge step forward. It requires both the presence and consent of another party to perform more ambitious spells. That he can manage to manipulate memories without a contract is still a problem, but I'm sure we can find a way to manage that. Each mystery I unravel brings me one step closer to defeating the witch. But what exactly did Inquisitor Lister ask for the witch? I'm about to ask, but before I can, the once empty venue suddenly fills with people. 300 jurors fill the stands, and in the middle... Where are we? I don't know, it's just kind of funny that, I don't know, it doesn't, for some reason, my chat box doesn't show, like, the most recent. So it's just stuck on, who doesn't have a cucking chair? I'm scared! Chris! So this is the witch's courtroom, huh? Pretty unique taste and decor we got going here. I'll do everything I can tell you. I can speak. Fuck! I can do everything I can to protect you, Vice Commander. Hey, Conrad. Fuck you, Conrad. We're gonna fuck you up. Fuck you, Conrad. Our stars have arrived. One of these people is the Membrum. They're all panicking after being spirited away to this place. They all look like regular humans to me. Their reactions seem seemingly genuine. Yeah, the priest is he's a suspect for the murder. That one of them will be executed at the end of this trial, and I have to do it. One single mistake could lead to an innocent person dying. I refuse to let that happen. Silence, or you get my whip to your chin! Some people would like that. Yeah, there's a murder. That's why we're doing this trial. There was a brutal murder. There was blood everywhere. Well, the murders happened by a person's heart being eaten away by a witch. I'm Inquisitor T-Rail Lister. Myzel here is an Inquisitor as well. We both will be serving as facilitators for this trial for witches, by witches. We are in a space created by the witch in question. Pray remember that this space is dictated by the witch's will. Should you wish to live, follow it to the letter. What do you mean, will? What else could it mean but the trial? And you're facilitating this carnival? Color me surprised. If you're adding the witch in this charade, does this mean you're our enemies? And I don't blame you for coming to that conclusion. Still, this is not the first time an Inquisitor has been forced into the role of facilitator. My aim is the same as yours, to capture and kill the Membrum. To that end, I am here to help your debates proceed as smoothly as possible. I ask that the 300 chosen jurors lend me your ears if I can speak, damn it. Take heed of the sacrificious debates and cast your votes for the most suspicious of their number. It is your eyes that would discern the truth. Now let the debates begin. I need a walkthrough. Inquisitor Lister's indifferent declaration does nothing to calm the confusion. The sacrificia, meanwhile, remain entirely silent because they understand the situation all too well. The first person to break silence is the Vice Commander. The Vice Commander is our boss. And also our Pookie, the last route. Well, we got a basic info on the sacrificial from the Inquisitors, but it's probably a good idea to properly introduce ourselves. We should also reveal our relationship to the deceased. That will give us a place to start our debates. The jurors are randomly picked. Like, there are literally 300 random people. He makes his voice as cheerful as possible in this situation to put the others at ease. I'm Curious Castlerock, Vice Commander of the Wings of Garuda. I don't have any personal relationship with the victim of this case, Prince Lucian. Mind going next, Hugo? Yes, sir. My name's Hugo Spencer. I'm a cadet with the Wings of Garuda. Well, you've grown up since I last... What's the voice again? Yeah, Castle Rock. He's pretty badass, too. He's a little slimy, but he's badass. Well, you've grown up since I last saw you, Hugo. Yes, it's been a while since we last met. Cardinal Monaghan. He is the son of a fellow Cardinal, Cliff Spencer. He will soon follow in his father's footsteps, I'm sure. We have a lot of hope for the lad's future. Cardinal Monaghan, I have no intentions of following in his... Sorry, now's not the time for that discussion. As a cadet, I am in the lowest rung of the wing. I never had a chance to meet with Prince Lucian. Thus ends my introduction. I'll go next. I am Rick Monaghan, 7th appointee in the College of Cardinals. I was, of course, acquainted with Prince Lucian. As a devout believer, he often came to the church and listened to my sermons quite passionately. It is a terrible day for our kingdom and for the Nornan faith to lose a prince with such a bright future ahead of him, but that is not all. I am beside myself at having lost the life of Lucian Nishburn, a youth merely 18 years. He was such an earnest young man. The cardinal's statement bring many jurors to tears. His influence is as wide-reaching as I both hoped and feared. He had really grabbed the hearts of the jurors. I couldn't have said it better myself, Cardinal Monaghan. I am Conrad Neshburn, firstborn prince of Historica. Lucian he was my baby brother. Never did I imagine him losing so soon. The jurors don't react with nearly as much sympathy to Conrad. They all fully suspect him because he has an obvious motive. It's Sammy's turn now. His lips quiver as tears form in his eyes. My heart hurts for the poor child, so I rub his back and try to encourage him. I hope it's not, but I kind of think the child did it. Can you tell us your name, Sammy?
Yeah, my name is Sammy Tippett, and I live at, the orphanage.
Well, now we introduce ourselves now. The road ahead looks paved with strife. Lad, Sammy, was it? Are you acquainted with Prince Lucian?
Acquainted? Prince Lucian sometimes came to the orphanage and played with me.
Well, so Prince Lucian visited the orphanage, did he? What a kind soul he was. And then we have Prince Conrad. What mercy have you shown our people? Prince Lucian spent his days connected with the people of his kingdom, yet I have never once heard you even visiting the church. And then there's last night. You frankly ignored the church's orders and opted to host a midnight party instead. Cardinal Monaghan glares at Conrad. Conrad's expression falters from the usual composure into something resembling confusion. Also, I'm not sure about Conrad's a bad guy. I think Sammy was it simply because no one would expect him to do it. Yeah, I think, I keep on thinking Monaghan, but I think that's a little too obvious. Inquisitor Lister and everyone. Conrad, he's not a good guy, but I'm not sure if he did this. Inquisitor Lister concluded that Conrad and Cardinal Monaghan would collude to lay the blame for Prince Lucian's death on Vice Commander Creus, but they ultimately didn't meet before the trial. Yeah, Conrad. Yeah, our protagonist's first death happened, because of Conrad. He killed her maid. He was, and she figured out he was, laundering, he was, was doing some suspicious stuff with money, laundering funds and stuff like that, and he's been really cruel to his brother Prince Lucian, and well, in the first round he was like, well, screw you for figuring it out, and he burned us at the stake. That's how we died the first time. He said we were a witch and we were burned at the stake. The church has been a staunch Prince Lucian supporter for some time. I doubt Cardinal Monaghan thinks too kindly on Conrad and his impity. I'm relieved the Cardinal is throwing his verbal abuse at Conrad. If the Cardinal were to bring up his witness, then Vice Commander Creus will... What am I doing? The Vice Commander is here as a sacrificial too. I need to be impartial in my duties. Still, I can't help but find this situation strange. Everything I saw this morning pointed to Cardinal Monaghan coming for Vice Commander's throat. Can I speak, please? Still, I can't help but feel this situation strange. Everything I saw this morning pointed to Cardinal Monaghan coming for the Vice Commander's throat at moment 1. Does he suspect Conrad even more than the Vice Commander? Yeah, like, he was like, torture the Grand Commander Chris! It has to be him! And then, like, she walked down to him getting fucking whipped by, our boy, Lister. They were like, oh, what the fuck? He was like,
yeah, no, this isn't working on him. He's a masochist. He's into this.
He was like, just like, I probably explained that bad, but yeah.
He's like, I don't think this torture is working. I think he's turned on by it sexually.
With all due respect, Cardinal, this isn't the time to question Prince Conrad's stance. We need to focus our discussions on the Membrum. Also, I'm not a masochist. And that's exactly why it behooves us to uncover whether or not Prince Conrad and Lucien were truly at odds with each other. Yet one of these suspects killed the prince. It's a known and obvious fact to all present that Prince Conrad is only one of us with a clear motive. What did you truly think of your brother, your Royal Highness? Speak truthfully. I doubt you'll understand even if I did speak on the matter. Excuse me? You would claim understanding? You, who took the complicated life we led as brothers, who must compete for our country's future, and spun it into a fanciful tale for your own amusement. Over and over, we competed in our individual merits. As his older brother, I had to effortlessly surpass his accomplishments, because doing so was obvious, because not doing so meant being ridiculed. There were times I lost to the pressure and rejoiced in his failures. I lamented his very existence, just as I'm sure Lucien did mine. He is my brother, and I can't even love him like I so desperately wanted to. Could someone else truly understand this pain? Raise your hands high if you can. It is true that the struggle of one who sits in line for the throne is a foreign one for most of us.
You're a masochist, Odin.
I'm not surprised. Yes, but he's still my brother, and I loved him. Whenever I see him, my jealousy faded into sorrow. I always found myself wondering why we couldn't be normal siblings. Silence descends on the venue as everyone listens to his speech. How am I supposed to face the goddess with such a soiled heart? I couldn't even bring myself to get near the church, let alone go inside. The goddess extends her mercy to all of us. Had you confessed, I'm sure she would have seen fit to soothe your pain. Never forget that you are goddess Norna's scion. You speak naught but the truth, Cardinal. Once this trial has concluded, I'll make for the church immediately. To the 300 jurors, may adherents of the Northern faith here today, I have made a grave mistake. Oh, we made him change his mind. I wrongfully assumed that there's two princes fighting for the crown, that Prince Conrad and Prince Lucien would naturally despise each other. This, however, was not the case. Just as we love Prince Lucien for the vibrant youth he was, Prince Conrad adored him as a brother. The bond siblings share is stronger than any political power. Thanks for the knowledge, Odin. He's probably bullshitting, guys. Conrad's a really good manipulator. Hydration. In this very moment, the hearts of the jurors are dancing in Conrad and the Cardinal's hands.
Better impression. Better impression. Maybe they're kind of working together to
build up each other's impression. I don't know. My heart, however, freezes over. I feel sick of the clear act Conrad put on, but more than that, I am terrified. Yeah, I don't trust either of them either. He's controlled everything behind the scenes, just like he did in my trial. I must apologize for viewing you with such a shameful lens of bias, Your Royal Highness. You needn't apologize now that these misunderstandings have been dispelled. I would never kill Lucien. Oh, but I never thought you did, sir. Explain yourself. Did you not inquire of my relationship with Lucien because you suspected me? I only spoke for the people. Those ignorant to the truth are prone to being swayed by gossip and painting you as a criminal. I believed it was in our best interest to hear the story of your relationship in your own words before revealing something of grave importance. We have a witness. We have a witness. We have a witness. But we shouldn't have a witness. Because every time when a witch's spell comes over and eats away someone's heart, everyone falls asleep. Except for the killer. The Cardinal carries himself as he were a detective in a mystery novel, preying on a curiosity. Prince Lucien was murdered between 2 and 3 in the morning in the greenhouse. A single individual was seen coming out of the greenhouse during this time. No, it was not Prince Conrad that was spotted, but this individual lacks a motive. Thus, I begin to wonder if Prince Conrad, as a Membrum, ordered an assassin to do the deed. That's an impossible assumption, Cardinal. Membrum had their hearts eaten by the witch and killed due to the withered morals this resulted. It's difficult to imagine them taking such a roundabout method as hiring an assassin. Inquisitor, has anything of the sort ever happened before? What you say, Inquisitor Lister? Yeah, I think they're working together too, Crimbles.
No, there are no records of anything similar happening.
We have our answer. Then this means you did this entirely on your own volition? Answer me, Curious Castle Rock! The Vice Commander shows signs of neither surprise nor confusion. Instead, he looks as though he's been waiting for this moment. That's nonsense! Being a Cardinal doesn't give you free reign to say whatever you want. I only speak the truth, Hugo. There's no way the Vice Commander is the Membrum. He would never give in to a witch. You only say that because you don't know what kind of man he really is. Castle Rock is a money-hungry coward who uses people's weaknesses for his own gain. You're not entirely wrong, but he's still pooky. Castle Rock about to hit the Uno reverse card. What? Stop slandering him like this. If anyone here is a greedy coward, it's you. Excuse me? Hugo, that's enough. I'm not an innocent, naive kid anymore, Cardinal Monaghan. Vice Commander, shouldn't we bring up what happened 13 years ago? Don't let your passions get the better of you, Hugo. It had nothing to do with what's happening now. Yeah, in the last route, I'm not sure if should I say it? It happened in the last route that I played on my channel, Sibby's. But, yeah, Creus's sister was murdered. Or no, she was pushed to off herself by the Cardinals. And Hugo here, he loved her like a sister too. I think it's necessary for the jurors to understand what kind of person the Cardinal is. And if we don't do anything now, you'll be... Stop! Will you cease this nonsense? We appear to have veered off topic. We'll never finish things this way. Conrad's right. Cardinal Monaghan has put the spotlight squarely on Vice Commander Creus. Hugo's outburst won't move the debate forward. But if I step in as Inquisitor, the witch will have my life. What should I do? Say, why don't we have the Inquisitors decide on a theme for us to debate? I'm fine with that. The Inquisitors should be able to remain impartial after all. I do sense hostility there, Hugo. Calm yourself, Cardinal. And rein yourself in, Hugo. Your Royal Highness, it is forbidden for those other than the Sacrificia to involve themselves in the debates. If the Inquisitors break these rules, they will put their lives in danger. Are you even listening? I only want the Inquisitor to give us a topic. Then we debate it based on said topic. If we do this, we'll be able to focus the debate on hand, rather than go off in some unrelated direction. Yeah, we can do that. Yeah, it's happened. It was like we're supposed to steer along the conversations, but we're not really allowed to participate. We can just push things in the right direction. I like to hear the Inquisitor's opinions on this. What say you, Lady Lizelle? Inquisitor Lister? Though he calls on both of our names, Conrad's gaze is fixed entirely on Inquisitor Lister.
The rules of this court are written by the witch. If the witch allows it, then I'll gladly cooperate.
So how about it, witch? Speak now should you oppose my proposal. The witch remains silent. I believe we can take their silence as tact approval. Yeah, if I was choosing time too, but I guess not. I'd say stop this tier. It's too dangerous.
Shut up and worry about your own safety. Miss Red, I'm sure I don't need to explain what this means, yes?
Not at all. This is our one chance.
You can now choose topics of debate for the trial. Be careful with your choices. Should you pick the wrong one, you may earn the witch's ire or force the trial into a precarious direction.
I'd really rather not allow this, but I know you'd be bored to tears on the sideline. But don't get all high and mighty on me, If you ruin this trial for me, all it waits for you is a bad ending. I should review everything I know before the trial. I'm just gonna use... There's a lot of information here. I'm just gonna... Yeah.
I put together a list of worthwhile topics from our investigations. Given the time we have left, though, I doubt we can discuss more than 3 of these. If you notice someone reacting oddly during the debates, make sure they talk. Casually, of course. Finally, this is all over if Cass starts looking too suspicious. That's all well and good if he's our culprit, but if you think otherwise, then keep track of how the jurors are reacting. Ah!
Not me looking it up, no. I'm not using a guide, you're using a guide. Oh yeah, kind of tongue and rappa, yeah, a little bit. Except you don't have all the mini games. Truth bullets. Wow. Tyrell, Lister, route. Walkthrough. And we probably need to talk about the sleeping magic at some point, because how do we have a witness when everyone's asleep? Okay. The witness. I'm supposed to do the witness first.
Everyone here seems to have their own opinions on what Cardinal Monaghan had just revealed to us. Let us see what they all have to say.
The witness. Priest Caleb Farron saw the very moment Castle Rock killed His Royal Highness, and upon realizing he's been caught, he attacked Caleb.
Yeah.
Caleb thankfully escaped the attack to tell us the truth, but his injuries have left him entirely out of commission. Even now, his life remains in danger. Though I have been convinced Castle Rock was working on Prince Conrad's orders, I now see that isn't the case. Kria's Castle Rock is the sole criminal.
Yeah?
So that's his testimony then. 3 people had noticeable reactions, but which of them should I have explained their stance?
Curious!
Yes, it was inconsistent. Cardinal Monaghan took the witness account as face value and had me tortured by the Inquisitors this morning. Are we going to show the CG? No? Okay. And I was like, I mean, they're going to show it again?
Sir Curious was tortured?
Well, we did have a witness. They'd do anything to make a man confess. I'm with the Cardinal on this one. So I asked the Cardinal why a priest would be in the castle so late. A priest shouldn't be wandering the halls like a drunkard after leaving a tavern. At the time, he wouldn't give me his answer. Could you give us one now? Caleb attended Prince Conrad's party. He saw you and went out to the gardens to get some fresh air. Did the church not order people to spend the night in their homes? That we did, and he clearly violated orders. Though I can't condone his actions, they did allow us to point definitively to who the membrum is. So you asked that we trust the testimony of a man who ignored a direct order. I also don't recall you ever mentioning this supposed act of violence I committed against him. Why didn't you tell me about that this morning? Because I have no reason to reveal the details of this investigation to the membrum himself. A wise decision. If I were in your position, I doubt I would have kept those details to myself. I'd be nothing short of relentless to the man that injured a subordinate of mine. To get back on the matter at hand, I followed the church's decree and holed up in my room. I don't have proof, but neither does anyone else here. It's too early to claim I'm the culprit. What if we just click on the same thing again? The witness. The circumstances of the murder. Where was Prince Lucian killed, and how did he die? I'd like everyone to discuss the particulars surrounding his death. I know it's useless sleeping magic. I'm going by the guide. I don't think the guide would fail me. If it does, it's a bad guide. Prince Lucian was killed in a greenhouse on castle grounds. Nothing the crime scene pointing conclusively to who killed him or what kind of weapon performed the deed. Allow me at least this much. Vice Commander Krias hadn't been able to do a single bit of investigating. By the way, he smiles at me. I can only hope he understands my aim. Being locked in a cell as I was, I couldn't go check it for myself. Did you go, Hugo? Yes, sir. It's a beautiful place, if you're able to ignore the blood. The greenhouse is the pride of the royal family. That he passed away surrounded by such beauty is my own solace. A beautiful garden does not make for any amount of solace, but he's picked up on something that's been bothering me for some time. We don't need guides, we need action. I don't want a bad ending. Should I have them discuss this further? Until I want to go back and get all the bad endings. Make them debate it. What are your thoughts on the location? Why was Prince Lucian killed in the greenhouse? Because it's an easy room to sneak into, surely. I've heard that the membrum can use magic. They should be able to sneak into any location with ease. It seems clear to me that there was a specific reason he had to die there, but I doubt it was all related. It was at all related to convenience. Would it not be a form of funeral? This could be an expression of mercy for the killer and hope he could spend his final moments surrounded by flowers. Mercy? For someone they hated enough to kill? That doesn't really make sense to me. But the body was found with flowers next to it. Maybe the killer didn't hate them after all. There were flowers around the body? Yes, it was written in the investigation reports. Do you not have any of your own? No. Mind if I read yours? Not at all. Why are you the only one without them? This discussion reminded me of something important because of you, Rick Monaghan. Prince Lucian was a member of the National Budget Committee. He especially abhorred the wasteful use of tax forms and often cut budgets for various departments.
No, I think that was Conrad.
And on the topic of wasteful spending, we must mention the Garudas. To claim the goddess's beloved pets are wasteful would be an affront to the faith. Yet I know it was not an unpopular opinion, especially among more radical political leaders. These radicals were usually staunch supporters of the late prince. It is not so illogical to assume Prince Lucian was of similar opinions. That's nothing more than conjecture. Prince Lucian had never gone on public record about the Garudas. Yeah, it was Conrad. I hate to say it, but Lucian had quite the heartless streak in him. He was known as the frigid prince amongst those in the castle. Why did I say it like that? The castle. The wings of Garuda's vice commander discovered Lucian intended to abandon the Garudas and work to protect them. It pulls at the heartstrings. But Castle Rock never hated Prince Lucian, and so chose the peaceful greenhouse at the place of his death. This all makes perfect sense, does it not? Looking like Monaghan, yeah, he kind of looks like the culprit so far. Worst impression on Curious. Look, my decision led to the growing suspicion against Vice Commander Curious.
What's with the doom and gloom? Your job is to figure out the truth. You did what was necessary.
Oh, he liked that.
I trust the type of person that can make decisions with a cool head. And he's picked up on it as well.
Huh? I see. So that's why. Okay, it says make a save here. Make a save. Make a save. 1, 2, 3. Wait, where am I supposed to? It's my third one. Oh, I crashed here. That's why I made a save here. I crashed. I think. I'm gonna beat it here just in case. Because this game does have a problem sometimes that it would just crash. The witch is sleeping. There you go! The witch is sleeping magic. Here you go, Crimbles. This one's for you. In previous Membrum incidents, the witch had aided in the Membrum's crime by putting people to sleep with magic. I'd like to hear your opinions on whether or not similar magic had been used this time as well.
If magic had been used, then the witness's testimony claiming that Curious Castle Rock is our culprit would have been thrown out as a lie.
It is everything but. A priest would never speak of such falsehoods. No more discussion is needed. Cardinal Monaghan, that's such a sloppy way of handling it. Do you doubt the word of a man of the faith, Hugo? You who grew up in such a pious home. The level of contempt for the clergy in this trial has not missed my notice. Could this be the witch's goal? The witch is attempting to undermine the legitimacy of the church. Lend not your ears to his heresy. Now bringing religion into this. He's using it for his own agendas.
His squawking makes my ears bleed. Clam his beak shut, Miss Red.
I want a sip of water. But I have my lid. I have my lid on. Cardinal loves art. Yeah, that's the guy who died, Lucian. Time to use the duct tape! Also, how's the sound? Is like the sound good? Does the music need to be louder? Just tell me if the balance is good. Male Diaz. Cool, thanks. You remember our promise, yes? If you're cooperative in the trial, I'll introduce you to court painter Male Diaz. Start the debates. You can claim there was a witness all you want, but I was asleep in my room at the time. I intended to stay awake the whole night, but I suddenly found myself incredibly drowsy, like I'd been slipped some sleeping medicine. That must have been the witch's magic. I can't imagine any human winning against that level of drowsiness. So that's his testimony then. 3 people had noticeable reactions. But which of them should I have explained their stance?
Hugo, my subordinate. My co-worker. My brother. In arms.
All anyone needs to know is that the Vice Commander is innocent. He'd never do something so awful. That's all. That's all you claim since this begun. I find your respect admirable, but somewhat extreme. Huh? Why do you not endeavor to prove your own innocence? You immediately jump to Castle Rock's defense despite your own life being on the line here. And you're so quick to protect him because you know he's actually the member? No, If you are aiding and abetting the Membrum, then you're just as much our enemy as he is. We will all be safer, but we will all be safer from a joint execution.
Fuck! What? But... Ha! You can't do that, Conrad! We can't do that, Conrad!
Conrad set his sights on Hugo now. There must be something I can do to help him. Let's help them! Hugo and Creus. Our Pookies. Hugo article. The article of Hugo. Yeah, Hugo. That's his boss. Creus is his boss. If I may, Prince Conrad, his devotion to the Vice Commander is a well-known trait for those in the wings. It is nothing out of the ordinary. Yeah, you'll tell him. He's always like this. I catch Landon's voice from the jury seat. Oh, he's here. After that comes a familiar shrill tone.
Hugo may look reasonable, but he's one of the Vice Commander's most favorite devotees. If he goes a bit crazy, I hope you'll still treat him with the kindness the poor guy deserves.
Stop that! I'm not that weird. I just really respect the Vice Commander. Don't listen to them, sir. Don't listen to them, sir. I just... I know. In any case, he jumped to my defense regardless, even if I were a member. So I simply ask you, don't mistake his actions for what they aren't. Vice Commander, did you hear that? It sounded like a tact confession to me. No. Oh no, now the Vice Commander's in an even more precarious spot all because of me. Oh, that expression. I've seen that expression before in the last route. I've made him suffer again.
Looks like we need to have them discuss whether or not the witch used magic, and said magic effects a bit more.
Agreed. Once debates are mostly dealt with, I'll raise it as an issue again. I believe we discussed everything of import. What do you say to moving on to the ballot, Inquisitor? Not yet. We need to spend more time discussing the sleeping magic. It matters not whether magic had been used. We don't need to waste any more time debating this. You agree, don't you, Inquisitor Lister?
I am of the same opinion as Lizelle. Neither our jurors nor the witch will be satisfied with a half-hearted vote. Yeah, fuck you, Conrad, fuck you!
Yeah, Castle Rock is maybe in a tough spot. If we don't settle this once and for all, I won't be able to trust this supposed witness testimony. Oh, who was this? Was it Hugo? Yeah, it was. If sleeping magic was used, then Father Caleb would have been incapable of staying awake. Ugh. If we're really going to be wasting time like this, then I think you should be the one to explain the situation, Inquisitors. Even if this young knight should be able to understand why Father Caleb was at the castle once you do. I know exactly what Conrad is getting at. And what exactly is Conrad getting at?
Witness account!
Sorry.
Trying to get. Oh, what did I drop? Did I drop my other Joy-Con? No, I didn't. Oh, it was my earbuds. I'm just getting a little comfortable.
Okay, let's go. Father Caleb was at Prince Conrad's party. If His Royal Highness claimed that he is gifted with the goddess's divine protection is true, then Father Caleb would have been graced by her protection as well, remained awake throughout the night. But then, do you finally understand? The result remains the same whether or not the witch had used her magic.
Oh, hello there. Howdy. How are you? Person. Natsuhara Aiko. That's a cool name.
Feelings of disgust well up within me.
Hey, I'm doing great.
Why did I say it like that? I don't know. I'm playing some Otome, and Otome makes me happy. Except there's times there's sad scenes, and those, I don't know. Feelings of disgust well up within me. I'm appalled my only option is to help sell the story Conrad wants to tell.
Jeez, enough of the brow wrinkles. You'll turn into a crone at this rate.
Sorry.
Jeez, their emotions are constantly running a marathon.
Quizzer Lister pokes my forehead.
The real battle's about to start. Keep your eyes on the prize.
Oh, really? Not a big fan of Otome? I'm really into Otome. This one, how to explain it? It's like a Cinderella kind of story. Our girlie, just got jump-scared taking an elevator in a thriller game. Oof. But, our girl here, her main character, well, I named her Car, Lizelle. I know it's stupid, but her name is... I forgot what her name is. Anastasia, is like Anastasia or something like that. She's from a messed up background. She's been accused as she's like an evil stepmommy stuff, evil sisters stuff. She was given this ability called Fatal Rewind. Every time she dies, she comes back at any point in time she wants. She was burned at the stake by the Prince Conrad, which is actually this trial, but she's trying to get revenge. This is her revenge. She's trying to get revenge. And, yeah, revenge. That's yay. And now we're in this trial because one of the princes, Prince Lucian, was murdered. We have to figure out who the murderer is. Yeah. Kind of immortal, I guess. I don't know. I'm bad at explaining things, but revenge. Yeah, Ultimate always has interesting concepts. So we're in a trial now, trying to figure out who killed Prince Lucian. And if we don't get it, the killer will kill again. And they like their heart is eaten away by the witch. Everyone falls asleep. The heart is eaten away by a witch, and they brutally murdering someone.
The real battle's about to start.
Keep your eyes on the prize. And this is our boy for this route, Tyrell Eyelister. His favorite activity is torture. He loves his job.
He's like, I have whips, I have, I don't know, chains, I have collars, I have cooking chairs. He's like, it's so fun.
Like, he literally told a kid. He told a kid. And he was like, what's your favorite activity? He's like, torture. He literally said that. He is a sadist. Oh, thank you so much for the follow. I really appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
But yeah, he's our Pookie for this route. Whether the witch... Also, Conrad, he's a bitch. He's the guy who got us burned at the stake in the first place! Whether the witch used magic or the veracity of the goddess's blessing is irrelevant. Whatever the answer may be, the truth remains unchanged. Yeah, the torture lovers are Pookie this route. And then we'll move on to the next guy, which I'm not sure who it is. I think it's, the next route is probably Zin, and I'm excited for his route. I really like his design. He looks so cool. I love Zin. Creus, we already did Creus. Creus was the first one, but I think we do go back and get, I don't know, like we had like bad endings and kind of a bittersweet ending. We haven't had a good ending. I don't think you get the good endings until you play everyone else's kind of bittersweetish endings, but I could be wrong about that. So I was like, yeah, we have one where, oh, he fucking died. And another one where he became a witch and... Yeah, you missed it. The Castle Rock route is on my YouTube channel. Whether the witch used magic or the veracity of goddess's blessing is relevant to whatever the answer may be, the truth remains unchanged. We've had our answers since... Oh, also, we are a knight lady, because we wanted to become strong. So, we're a knight, and we're pretty badass. We're pretty cool. And we have red hair. We had our answers since the trial opened. No amount of debate will change the immutable fact that Korea's Castle Rock is the membrum. Yep. Thank you, Ion Man. Thank you, Ion.
Yeah, I got a YouTube channel.
The jurors whisper fervently among each other. I can sense the trust in the vice commander slowly but surely fade under the growing suspicions. There is no blessing at all. It's not right to paint Vice Commander Creus as the membrum on a single witness testimony. Yeah, I play some Steins Gate. I'm still playing Steins Gate. But just knowing that doesn't stop me. I have no way to concertedly shut down his argument. Steins Gate is awesome. If only I got proof of his wrongdoing that night, it would be so easy to argue someone as corrupt as Conrad would never be under the goddess's protection. Oh yeah, I'm most definitely enjoying it. I love the anime, so I was really excited to start the visual novel and see like what little differences there are, what does it go more in depth on, and stuff like that. And see the other routes. Now, I think it's about time we started the votes. If the Vice Commander gets too many votes here, well, I'll have to push him into the flames with my own hands! Yeah, it's definitely a roller coaster. I have to do something, but I'm powerless!
Before we vote, I'll be calling a witness to the stand.
A witness? You speak of Father Caleb. I doubt that's possible. Yeah, Castle Rock's about to die. Well, we're gonna prevent that, probably. Caleb had yet to regain consciousness after the unfortunate attack on him. He is in no position to testify before us.
Indeed, but I doubt I'd be surprised even if he were currently in his grave.
How heartless!
Witness.
Come forward. Oh, it's gonna be because he has the witch to be there. Yeah, he's gonna be disguised as the guy. He's gonna be disguised as him. Okay. Yeah, it was the witch. We're surrounded by Eggman, but then you just see the old guy. Yeah. Imagine he was dateable. It's like none of the hot guys are dateable. It's just old man. You get crusty, dusty old man. What's this?
The Witch of Ruin, the very mastermind of this case.
This is the witch? He sounds like a guy, but looks like a bunch of crumpled black paper. Witches can change their own appearance at will. There's nothing so odd about assuming this form of a man. Still, it's rare indeed to see the witch themselves appear at the trial. Only you can get the mastermind to come in as a witness here. I can never guess what you're gonna do next. So what do you want me to say?
Still don't feel like revealing who the member is.
Nuh-uh. I'm far from satisfied with this show so far.
Oh well. Now let's get to my first question. Did you use sleeping magic last night?
Sure did. Our all-encompassing support package is a selling point of the Membrum Support Center, after all. I want my sweet little Membrum to have as much fun as possible.
Okay, next question. Does your magic work on the royal family?
You speak of what the hottie over there was going on about? Yes. Oh, he was certainly trying to play me for a fool. Is he calling Conrad hot? Yeah. Voice acting? Actually, that's a dream of mine. I would love to go into voice acting.
That hottie over there.
Wait. So, he's a sign of the goddess Norna, correct? Correct! Her blood flows within Prince Conrad's veins. Oh, thank you! I really appreciate that. Uh-huh. How vexing. Oh, I do hate this. Just looking at you makes me want to empty my stomach. If I could only tear your flesh apart layer by layer. What did I ever do? Oops, sorry. Just taking a trip down memory lane. We were talking about magic and scions, yes? Well, under the assumption that divine protection really exists. We have no choice but to give it a go, now do we?
Excuse me?
I don't know how potent her blood is in him, so how could I even hope that you get a concrete answer? That he's here at all indicates that to me my sleeping magic has some effect at least, though there also remains the chance it only worked because he chose to accept it. Thanks, Crumbles. If he were to focus, he could very well brush off my magic. It's not so strange a proposition. We could test it out and see, but my magic comes at a price. Despite his black murky appearance, I can feel the disparaging grin he's giving me right now. I still got a trump card!
Whatever you're thinking, Miss Red, I can only pray it isn't brainless.
Thank you, Pookie.
If you do something, just don't want to be stupid.
Okay, I need to make 4 save files. Or 4. Where's my... yours?
Save!
Save. Dot dot dot. He's worried about me. A kindness lurked behind Inquisitor Lister's skating tone. After such an eventful day together, I realize that now. Though I thought him detestable when we met this morning, but I'm rather fond of him now. No matter what slander he may spout, I doubt I could come to hate him. Thank you for worrying about me. Oh my gosh, you're...
Click! Hi!
That expression.
What the fuck?
What? Oh, I don't know. There's 4. There's 4 save. I don't. Each save file, we're gonna go back. I think it's gonna give us a bad ending. Because if we want 100% it, we'll have to go back and get the bad stuff. How you doing, cleric? Which, I decided on my reward. Show me your magic now. I don't know my voice. Okie dokie. What kind of magic do you want? You can do anything you want to Prince Conrad, so long as it doesn't put his life in peril. Oh, I can do some things. He is the hottie. Hey, do you realize what you're asking of him? Let's formalize this contract. It's gonna hurt a little, but I know you can suffer through it. An incredible power closes in on my heart, squeezing it tight and stalling my breath. Uh-oh. CG! Stay with me! Are you alright? Yeah, we're fine. See, look at our girl. She's badass. I love her. Look how pretty she is. She's pretty. I love her. She's mommy. Can she settle me, please? Please? I mean, nothing? It's not 18 plus. Is it 18? And it's... What rating? I don't remember. I think it's teen. I think it's rated teen. It's not an eroge. It's not an eroge. Imagine if it was an eroge. We need more eroges in the Ultimate community. Gar!
Hey, witch, what the hell is this? I wasn't in near as much pain!
Keep it down. This one requires unorthodox methods. She's protected, just as I thought. Things just got way more annoying. I managed to formalize the contract, but her body's rejecting the magic. My power's warping in on itself. If this keeps going, even I'll end up in a world of hurt. Hearing my childhood thirst over fictional characters is entertaining. Gosh darn it! Yeah, they just have undertones.
I redact the request for this reward. Let her go free.
No can do. Once you get a magic spell running, momentum carries it all the way to the end.
To keep a note on that. Hey, Miss Red! Breathe. Just take your time.
It's not like the game that was in the house during your keto pet. Yeah.
Damn it! What? What the fuck? What the fuck? What does that even make sense? What? Why? What? Huh? Why? Oh, someone's in pain. I guess I have to smooch them. Someone's in pain. I guess I got to smooch them. Because that's how it works, doesn't it? Oh, this person's in pain or they're panicking. I know exactly what will help them. Oh, yeah, I know exactly what will help them. He smooched her. Why did he smooch her? What? What? Is it? What the fuck? What is medicine? What? Where did? Cause he loves her. He knew her for not long. He's like, I just hung out with you today, and I love you. Not the gulp. Medicine? Where did he get it? Why did he just, huh? What? Excuse me, Lister. She wasn't passed out. You could just put it in her mouth. Excuse me? What?
Tommy's weird sometimes. I love it, but Tommy's weird sometimes. Inquisitor Lister.
This is a trial. This isn't any time for this. People are gonna die. What? You stabilized her magic. What did you just give her? Why did you have to give it to her orally? Like, not just like normal orally, but like, why orally?
The lack of oxygen rendered me dizzy. Just now, did he
That was purely medical. Huh? That was purely unmistakable and medical action. You agree, yes? Grunt? You called us a grunt?
You call us a grunt. Tsundere, tsundere, tsundere. Grunt, are you talking about me? Oh, you called Hugo a grunt. I couldn't exactly hear your conversation. Oh, I know that she doubled over in pain, and then you suddenly kid. Huh? You did CPR! Except that wasn't exactly it.
I gave her medicine.
Oh, right, I see. Yeah, that was a purely medical action. Totally!
Exactly. Don't get the wrong idea, Miss Red. I don't need a lawsuit on my hands.
Yeah, sir, I'm gonna report you for sexual assault.
The hell? What's up with this mood you have
I'm with a witch. The hell? The hell? What's with this mood you got going on right now? What happened to all that anxiety?
I don't exactly like it either. Do something about this with your magic.
It would be my pleasure. Time for the reward. Okay, back to the game. The witch brings his fingers together in a satisfying snap, and Conrad floats up into the air. I'll try to see if his... Well, would you look at that? My magic works without a single problem. Let me down! You can stop. You can stop now. We get the picture now. You know, I could drop him to his death for you. You despise the royal family, don't you? Don't call me out like that. At first, I thought the witch was talking to me, but that misconception lasted only a sec. Oh. I hate Conrad, yes. But I have no negative feelings for the royal family as a whole. No, the witch is talking to someone else entirely.
Inquisitor Lister! Let him down already. Do you want to make this trial go longer than it already has?
You raise a good point. Down you go. He looks like he's gonna barf. Fake plop. Finally. Do you need me for anything else? I'd like to get back to my seat.
Then go on. You're more than welcome to wait out this trial in a cell.
No way, that sounds awfully uncomfy.
In any case, we now see that the witch's magic can work on the royal family. This then dictates that the priest's testimony cannot be trusted.
So we're back to square one? I can't believe a man of the faith lied. This made the cardinal look mighty suspicious. And you, Sir Creus, was innocent?
Oh, thank goodness.
Nikolai from BSD? Oh, it's that... I don't remember. Stray Dog? I still need to watch that anime. Is that what you're talking about? The Stray Dogs or Bungo Stray Dog?
Yeah, I probably will.
Crandall's got an anime to watch. He's been wanting to watch it too. Then who's the Membrum? Give us an answer. We want out of here. Enough of this. We're at a standstill. Let's just execute Castle Rock and get the trial over with. Why does it come down to that? We just proved the witness testimony is a total dud. You're the suspicious one for trying to pin this on him. Caleb did all that on his own volition. I know nothing. If it's not Castle Rock, then it must be Prince Conrad. What? Who would believe after all this time that you actually got along with Prince Lucian? You intentionally didn't invite Prince Lucian to his party and teased him mercilessly as a child. Didn't you just say the Membrum didn't hold any grudges towards Prince Lucian? Do you know how foreign countries see the Neshburn family? I see them as murderers, capable of familicide. Assassination is all too common occurrence in the race for the crown. This incident, too, is doubtless part of this struggle.
Cardinal. Being accused of murder seems to have come quite as a shock. Why would you say something you so obviously didn't mean? I won't hold this against you.
Thank you, sir.
The jurors are at an obvious loss. It falls on us to show them the way, though. We currently have no way of uncovering who the membrum is. My proposal is that we sacrifice one of the 2 knights tonight.
What? He really wants them dead.
I remember your duties as a knight. You're meant to protect those of the royal family, the men and women of the cloth, and vulnerable children, are you not?
Impeccable logic, Prince Conrad. It's exactly as you say.
This doesn't look good. How will you say that? Neither of us are the membrum. You'd best learn when to give up. You call yourself a knight when you can't even offer your life for your country? You spent this trial defending Castle Rock. If your feelings are genuine, then I'm sure you know what you must do here.
Do excuse his outburst, Prince Conrad. Hugo here is still only a cadet.
Vice Commander. Oh, and that brings our choices down to 1.
Wait, we're deciding who to execute based on their position as a knight? This is way too cruel. Be like, I'm not a knight right now.
But our other choices involve a cardinal and a prince. If Prince Conrad dies here, we'll be left with that rotund...
Don't forget, there's a child. There's a child too. He's one of the sacrificial. A child.
Inquisitor Lister, if we don't do something, Vice Commander Curious will die. If this is what the sacrificial had decided, then we have no choice but to accept it. But I don't want to accept it. Then I guess we'll just have to do whatever we can.
So imagine if Sammy was, the little kid.
I loved him. We are here as facilitators. There's only one thing we can do right now.
Rage! Rage!
Provide a new discussion topic. Break everything! We can't give our opinions directly, but we can point them in the right direction with a discussion topic. Exactly. I felt a strong gaze on me and look up to the stage. The Vice Commander looked unflinchingly at us. Despite being closer to death than any of us here, his eyes show no sign of fear.
Yeah, 'cause he's kind of like doesn't care if he dies.
To borrow Inquisitor Lister's turn of phrase, that's the look of a man who knows he's gonna win.
Or he just knows he's not gonna die.
Inquisitor Lister meets his gaze and then slowly closes his eyes. It's a silent, instant conversation. I know intuitively that they decided on the plan of attack. I do believe it's time for our next topic of debate, Sacrificia.
We still have topics worth discussing.
Korea's Castle Rock's execution is all but set in stone. Debating is frivolous at this point. I'm not sure about that. Seems to me most here are yet unconvinced with the turn of events. He's right.
Yeah, it's type to say death can have me when it hurts me, yeah.
Someone as splendid as Sir Creus would not meet us ended at the gallows. Meet at the gallows and wait. I don't remember the rest of this. I can't say I feel right voting for him just because he's a knight. If he's not the member, I'll be regretting the decision for the rest of my life.
But we're running out of time.
So we are. Which is why I like to get things moving along.
My favorite Castle Rock fan club with Hugo Base. I'll join you in that.
Our member chose a blade for his murder weapon. Why do you think that is? Inquisitor Lister throws at the sacrificial the first question he gave me in the greenhouse.
Why? That's not even a question worth asking. No weapon is more suitable for such a purpose than a blade.
And the knights all have a blade on their person.
But there are countless other ways to kill someone. Membra can use magic, so the killer could use any weapon they wanted to. We'd probably mistaken to assume that the murderer needed to use a sword to kill Prince Lucian. What nonsense are you spotting now? I won't let any of you get away with derailing this trial. Hugo, can you tell me more about what you noticed about your visit to the greenhouse? Of course! When I went, the body had already been removed, but everything else was as it was during the murder. The reports only mentioned it in simple terms, but the scene was ghastly. There's blood everywhere with bits of flesh scattered about. That was probably having his organs removed. That in itself may have been the Membrum's goal. The Membrum wasn't after Prince Lucian's life. He was after his organs.
What?
Now I see what's going on. Inquisitor Lister is guiding the Vice Commander to the truth of this case using these debate topics. Yeah, we go back to this, CG.
He's the utmost of masochists.
The Vice Commander was shut in a cell until right before the trial. He's at a serious disadvantage due to being unable to investigate on his own. Providing debate topics is all we can do, but Inquisitor Lister is using that single method to save the Vice Commander. He's being tortured for information. He's not doing it because they're friends. Inquisitor Lister wouldn't be moved to action by such emotions. It's because he knows without a doubt that Vice Commander is innocent. He believes that if anyone can reveal who the Membrum truly is, it's him. I was overcome with worry when I saw Vice Commander Krius being tortured, but now I know they are connected by a deep bond of trust. And lips, I guess. He wanted his organs, but why? That's the question, ain't it? I have no idea.
Let's move on to our next topic.
The moment Castle Rock falters, you change topics. Suspicious, that. I didn't falter, so much think it was better to refrain from stating anything I wasn't sure about. Answer me, Lister. You aren't trying to manipulate us into sparing Castle Rock, are you?
If you're so suspicious, then let's have Lysel decide our next topic.
As his subordinate, she has a vested interest. Male Diaz. We're using that against him. You're like, you want to see your boy? You want to see the famous artist Male Diaz? A guy who did the painting of my mother and who's a big fanboy of me? You gotta stay in line, boy. Stay in line. Let's see here. What should the next topic be? I like Male, though. I wish he wasn't a side character. I wish we could date Male. He's cool. He's a dorky artist. He's great. The culprit's state of mind. The culprit's state of mind? I guess that did come out when we were talking about the scene of the crime. Cardinal Monaghan said the killer didn't really hate Prince Lucian after all. But without hate, how could you scoop out someone's innards like that? You can't make that assumption. Membrum had their morals robbed by the witch, remember? I'm impressed, Cardinal. You have incredible knowledge of the witch. Everyone else has simply not put the effort in. Says the man that prevented the Vice Commander from being able to put the effort in the first place. Too right there. Too right you are, Cardinal. Will you I don't know that word, to enlighten us about the nature of the Membra? Well, I suppose I could say that. Now keep in mind that what I'm about to say is in the Church's forbidden tomes. Take care not to spread this knowledge heedlessly. I will be discussing the incident 50 years ago. The individual believed to be the first Membrum looked no more nor less than ordinary human, yet they cheated, trapped, and killed humans with no hesitation. Many were lost. This heinous criminal, nay, this Membrum had no sense of good and evil, and was fully convinced they were in the right. As he spreads his knowledge to 300 people, yeah. They were good, and all else evil. And with this belief so deeply ingrained, the Membrum showed neither mercy nor hesitation. Was that Membrum eventually executed? I am forbidden from saying more on the matter. What? You can just stop there. According to the treatise on witches, the humans lost 50 years ago. Not even the church knows what happened to the Membrum. It's enough for us to understand the nature of Membrum. Let's get back to the subject at hand. The Membrum killed Lucian in a beautiful greenhouse. It was a place with flowers around the body. Edged. Edged. I believe we're also discussing how the Membrum may not have held any hatred for Lucian either. In that case, it can't be me. Huh? I found Lucian more repugnant than I could ever describe. Not once did I consider him my brother. Now finally, I know that's the truth. Did the witch rob us of consistency too? The culprit was after Prince Lucian's organs. They also felt something other than hatred for him. I feel like we're getting closer and closer to the truth. Time for the next topic. Boom, boom, boom. Relationship with the victim. Make sure. Yep. We certainly need to discuss that. We know the Membrum harbored complicated feelings for Prince Lucian. We may be able to figure out something out if we dig into what the relationship was. Will we really be able to figure out who the culprit is just by talking it out? Even if something did happen between the culprit and Prince Lucian, they could just lie their way out. I don't see much point in all this. There certainly is a point, Hugo. Cardinal Monaghan led us down this path himself. Right, Cardinal? Yes. I'm sorry, Vice Commander, but I'm still not getting it. That's fine. He'll become clear as we go along. Yep. Now, before we move on, any lies you say from here on out may put your lives in danger. Any bluffs could do the same. Yeah, it might actually be Sammy or Monaghan, because Monaghan likes all of the service Lucian does for the church, and Sammy looked up to Prince Lucian, because, oh look, he helps orphans. Any bluffs could do the same.
Huh?
Hey, Sammy, it's been a while since you talked. In other words, liars will fall into the fires of hell. Sammy, you're fine just as you are.
Yeah, I don't lie.
Good boy. Now let's get back to the debates. It's just like, yeah, you wouldn't. My phone's shut down. I was looking at the chat on my phone. And now it's dying, but I can't charge it up because I'm using the charger for my Switch. Oh no. The little boy is another suspect, yeah. Wait, I'm gonna have it so I can still see y'all. Here we go. Yeah, it's another suspect, you see. We discussed the relationship with Prince Lucian during our introductions, but I'd like to get more details on how we actually felt about those relationships. I'll start. I didn't think it important enough to mention at the time, but I worked as Prince Lucian's swordplay instructor 4 or 5 years ago. It was only a 2-hour session, so I doubt you remember. Swordplay, yay! He was frantic. Almost. I remember being reminded of a certain subordinate of mine as I watched him struggle through his own weakness. Is he talking about us? And that event led me to harboring quite the favorable impression of him. Not enough to steal his organs, of course. There are talks of him being a Garuda abolitionist, but I've never heard anything of the sort from him. I can't see those rumors having any basis. That's all I have to say. I'd never seen Prince Lucian in person before. He was entirely out of my reach. Nothing special there, really. Oh, I did hear stories about how strict he was, so I thought that if he were to become king, our country would be more known for its discipline. That's about it. I would often greet Prince Lucian when he came to the church. Again and again, he would extol the merits of my sermons. Wait, no. Actually, he never only spoke to me in our first meeting. He never listened to me, only greeting me with his cold gaze. The church is not only a place of prayer, but a place for the word of our goddess. Time and time again, I hope he finally listened, but... You're singing a different tune now. What made you finally get honest with us? Because Castle Rock threatened us. He said himself lying could lead to our deaths or bring us to hell. Do you have anything to add or change about your previous testimony, Prince Conrad? I do not. Then it's Sammy's turn. Prince Lucian came to visit your orphanage, right? What games did you play?
We played pretend, like with Ninja.
Ninja?
He's a hero who helped us out.
He couldn't be further from a hero. He's a simple thief who snatches away people's rightfully earned money. So he's like a Robin Hood character. Oh yeah, you were one of his victims too. Car, Ninja is the name of a chivalrous thief. He steals from the rich and distributes the spoils to the poor. Interesting. That's the first I've heard of him. No, I think we heard something about Ninja the last round, but I don't remember. Oh yeah, we did, because someone decided, it's like,
I love Ninja. He's so cool.
He's actually pretty famous. There were actually rumors it could have been Prince Lucian some time back, but I guess it doesn't really matter anymore. Oh, gotta follow Memento Vivi. Thank you so much for the follow, I really appreciate it. Oh my god, it's gonna be Sammy, not the boy! Another... Kiyorikazu. Kiyorikazu. Ooh, thank you.
Prince Lucian was really good at copying Ninja. He'd run real fast like whoosh! And he'll play tag and hide and seek with us too, but he also talked with us a lot. We talked about all the stuff we went through and about the orphanage, about what could happen to us next. He told us about his life too. Prince Lucian said that when he was a kid, he made a very important promise. He didn't tell us what the promise was, but he did say he was working real hard to keep it. And when he said that, I remembered something. I remembered my dad telling me to grow up into a good person.
I see you had a wonderful father. What does a good person mean to you, Sammy?
Prince Lucian. I want to be like Prince Lucian.
That's why you want to steal his earnings! Thanks for telling us all that, Sammy. Alright, on to our next topic. Next. When did our fine Inquisitors hand over the role of facilitator to a Wings Knight? What's our next topic, Car? Save. What everyone did this morning. Yeah, I think it's Sammy. Good choice. There's no point in rushing ourselves into a false conclusion. I'd understand asking for about the time of the crime, but what's the point? Could be asking about our actions this morning prove. We come this far on the Inquisitor's topics, so we may as well see this through to the end. I'm still getting it in the beginning, but bruh, I know, right? Since I had this thing around my neck when I woke up, I turned myself into the Inquisitorial Order. I went to the wings after that was over and found out the Vice Commander was arrested. I spent the rest of the day investigating to prove his innocence.
Is he stupid?
His fucking fate.
Is he stupid?
Ah, Hugo, never change.
Is the wings just a cover for the Cass fan club?
Maybe. I also turned myself in first thing. I then went back to the wings as I had a pretty important meeting scheduled, but then I asked for an extension given the circumstances. Ended up arrested by the order not long after, which led to my subsequent imprisonment and torture. I also went to the inquisitorial order as soon as I woke up. I had hoped the Inquisitor was capable of unlocking this collar considering their constant dealing with witches, but I see my hopes was misplaced.
I didn't know I was supposed to go to someplace special. I made breakfast this morning since it was my turn. When the principal woke up and saw me, she got all panicky and took me to see the Inquisitors.
Hmm? We are waiting for your explanation, Cardinal. My morning was similar. Just be repeating everyone. I will not say more. Okay, if it ends up being Monaghan. Kind of the child or Monaghan.
Did you prepare the false witness testimony this morning?
We're done discussing that particular issue.
I suppose so. Just have to continue this tomorrow morning. Let's just focus on the trial. We don't have much time left. Miss Red, if there's anyone you want to testify, now's your chance. Ooh, putting back blood to my legs. Stretch out.
My knee went crack.
Oh boy. Okay, who shall we get testify? Monaghan. Monaghan.
So you asked me for help, have you? I see you finally recognize the Cardinal's true worth. Very well, allow me to speak on the matter. Nothing? Just give me a moment, I'm thinking.
Did you not pick up on something during Sammy's testimony?
Well, yes. Though it wasn't anything so important. My favorite character? I'm not sure yet. There is one character I'm very interested in seeing. His name is Zen. He's not in this right now. Let me see if I can show. Zen. He looks cool. I'm interested in his story. Not just because I think he's hot. Wait, I'll change my screen. I'll show you. Yeah. Window capture. Zen. Oh, wait, there he is. I don't need a... there he is. That's Zen. Right there. I like his... I don't know. He just seems cool. So, like, what is his story about? I give him a voice like this, because why not? Always for the cooteries. I don't know why I give him the low country voice, but I do. But yeah, I'm excited for his route. Don't know much about him, but I'm excited. I hope it's good. Hope it's a good route. Oops. Is it gonna go back? Are you gonna go back, please? Alright, there you go. He does. I know, right? Simpeezy's like a mysterious man, kinda. Kinda looks like a fighting game character. He does. It's not the beginning. This is the second route. I think the route order goes Kriya's Castle Rock, Tiralai Lister, Zen, then Lucian. I think that's the route order. So, whew. Okay. Well, yes, though it wasn't anything so important.
Lad.
Oh, lad, you mentioned preparing breakfast due to it being your turn. You cook at the orphanage despite your tender age.
Yeah, My dad was a chef and he taught me a bunch of stuff, so I'm better than anyone else.
I see. Is
something bothering you?
I'm simply worried about such a young child being in the kitchen alone. What with the sharp knives and flames, I'm a father myself, and my child was always supervised in the kitchen. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no! You're quite understanding with kids. Would that be sarcasm, I hear? How do you know Sammy was alone? He mentioned the principal woke up only after making breakfast, remember? We've gotten distracted yet again. Inquisitors, don't you think it's more constructive for us to move on to the next topic? We should once again continue the conversation. Glorp. Glorp. I don't know why that tickled me so much. Okay. Glorp. Beautiful. Continue. What a waste of time.
Good answer.
Oh, he liked that. The little roses means he likes that. Same about me cooked. Hopefully not. Sammy, were you alone in the kitchen like the cardinal said?
Yeah, normally you're not supposed to cook without the principal there.
Is that right? Yes, that certainly makes sense.
But my dad told me you should cook meat while it's nice and fresh. Almost there. Since hearing a kid is going to inspire the jurors' disdain, I'm sure Cass knows this. We're going to need to help him through this.
Do I have any evidence that could give the Vice Commander the support he needs? No, God. Oh, God. Oh, God.
Do you want to kill a child?
Select orphanage theft. I hope I'm just being stupid and misunderstanding what's going on. Orphanage theft. What is that face, Tyrell? What? What's with that face?
He likes it! You sure you don't want to become my subordinate full time? I'll treat you better than Cass ever would. Huh? Let's get this over with. Sammy, are those clothes you're wearing right now yours? No, these are John's. Why are you wearing someone else's clothes? Well, I only got 2 pairs. One of them is being washed and I dirtied up the other one. I thought the principal would get angry at me if I didn't clean them.
What did you do to get your clothes so dirty, Sammy? What did you do to get your clothes so dirty, Sammy?
I got a lot of blood on. Sammy! Sammy, no! Sammy! No! No. It's over. It's Jover. I got a lot of blood on me when I put Prince Lucian's meat into the bag.
Was that what you were cooking?
You were like, meat is good while it's fresh. You were cooking Prince Lucian?
Prince Lucian was. Surely this is no more than a childish prank. Sammy, what happened with Prince Lucian's meat?
I made it to stew. It's real fancy to have a big hearty stew for breakfast, huh? We ate like nobles. I ate him.
You ate it?
No. had to go to the Inquisitor Order with the principal this morning, so we couldn't eat it. I worked so hard to make it, and they didn't even leave any for me. They ate it without him! The other kids ate the stew. It was his organs.
We need to investigate the orphanage. They eat like normal. Bro, they ate the noble. We need to do that. It would be a waste of time. You had a lot of meat, didn't you, Sammy? Is there any left?
Oh yeah, it should be in the fridge. It's my turn again tomorrow night, so I can't wait to use them again.
We absolutely must investigate, sir. Why is Conrad acting so odd? Sammy, why did you want to eat Prince Lucian? You loved him, didn't you?
Invine.
Huh?
Invine uses meat from a horse leg. If you eat it, you'll run as fast as a horse.
Oh yeah, we did do. Y'all didn't see it. It was. There was a time where we were investigating with T-Roll, and they're like, "You want some stew? We got Invine straight from a horse's leg." I can't believe that came back into play. I did not expect that to come back into play. Oh my god, it actually had importance. You wanted to be like Prince Lucian, so you ate him. Is that right?
Yeah!
I don't believe it. He speaks with such innocence. Could there not be some misunderstanding here? Have you felt guilty for eating beef or pork, Cardinal? For the Membrum, they are the epitome of good. All else is evil. They have no hesitation in their actions because this belief runs deep. Criminals tell lies to escape punishment, but those who believe themselves to be pure good wouldn't know what constitutes evil or what necessitates punishment. Sammy, do you think you've done something worth praising?
Yeah! At first I wanted to ask the Wish to make me Prince Lucian, but I feel bad for all the other kids at the orphanage if I did that. I thought really hard about it and realized we could fix everything. We all just hate Prince Lucian instead. That's why we'll all grow up into good people. We wouldn't have to become slaves. Good idea, right?
Oh, Sammy. Oh, Sammy. You're mad! An abomination that will bring misfortune to us all! Taking out the witch's Witch of Ruin because he ruined this kid's future. You must end this show before another life is taken. Woo!
We will now begin the voting process. May the 300 jurors present choose wisely and justly.
Well, we're gonna kill a child. Sammy looks around him with confusion. It's clear he has no idea what such has happened. Very well, Inquisitor. Take him to the gallows. Wait, he's only 8 years old. Will the goddess truly forgive us for sending one of her children to the flames at such young age? Listen to herself. He killed the prince and had his fellow children at the orphanage partake in his flesh. Under those 17 are tried in juvenile court, and none have ever been executed. Not to mention our laws absolve those under 10 of responsibility for their crimes. A pertinent discussion if we're talking of a human child, but this is one here is a membrum. Human laws don't apply to monsters. But we all benefit from being more cautious about this. Yeah, but I don't think we have any choice. We gotta kill the child, I'm sorry. Hey, what time is it? Time? It doesn't matter.
It's 1:50.
Execute him. You too, Prince Conrad? Hold on. Have you already forgotten? The Membrum can use the omnipotent powers bequeathed upon them starting from 2 a.m. No, I'm not sure how omnipotent these powers really are, but for all we know, those powers could lead to the loss of every one of our lives. Really like Mice of Men ending. Yeah, just shoot him. Shoot. Oh no.
That would explain the 1 hour.
I mean, I'm sorry, Krius, that was not your voice. I've been talking so much, I'm a little bit dizzy. That'll explain the 1 hour time limit.
I'm a monster? Why do you have to be so mean?
So, Sammy.
Guess it won't work. Adults will never listen to us anyway. But Prince Lucian was different. He's the only adult that had ever been nice to us. I'm sad I can't talk to him anymore.
What right do you have to say that when you're the one who killed him?
But that'll be fine. Once I get Prince Lucian, he'll always be with me. The loneliness will all go away. Can I go home yet? I want to become Prince Lucian with everyone else.
There is no home for monsters. You die here and now.
Huh? Everyone else can become Prince Lucian now, but I can't?
Of course not. You belong to the fires of hell.
Hell? I don't want to go there. Help me, please.
Help him? Really? He wants me to choose help him.
Sure, let's just get a little bit of his flesh and give it to you. It'll give you a good old send-off. Mr. Witch? If I can't become Prince Lucian, then I want to go where my mom and dad are. I don't want to go to hell. You can eat my body in exchange, so please, Mr. Witch.
Your wish is granted.
Sammy!
Sammy disappears as if he has never been there in the first place. There's no sound, no warning. He's just gone. He was eaten, I guess. We chose help him.
Yeah, the kid didn't realize what he agreed to.
And only the witch knows where he'll end up.
That was fun!
Wah!
Who could have imagined the culprit was such a young child? Most mystery novels would never go for something so outrageous. Those carnal desires to kill and to feed are hindered by reason. But that's where I come in. Even the weakest of children become berserkers with my touch. Become the ideal version of you. How I wish to use this power to help others. Should I be a teacher and work to reform my students? Start a football team and aim to conquer the nation? Or maybe be Mr. Charisma and open lecture series on how to change your life?
I throw a punch at the witch, but my fist does nothing but cut through the air in front of me. He let to eat wish in exchange for his wish. Yeah, to go to heaven. Or wherever his parents are.
You wanted to punch me so bad you ignored how impossible it was. You're a bore of a woman, you are. I guess I'll just have to remain a witch after all. How else am I to put that expression on your face?
Okay.
We're back in our world. But I am starving, sleepy, and utterly spent. I do not have the energy to go home. I don't want to do anything, so I'm just going to stay at the office. Well, see ya. Oh, he left.
The witch ruins a true monster for real.
He just wants to have fun.
Witches just want to have fun.
I understand how tired you are, but you at least eat something. I have some warm milk here, so start by drinking that. Nuh-uh! Stop that right now! Why are you still here? Didn't I tell you to go home? I'm tired too. Let me stay here until morning. No, this is my palace!
I'll be borrowing your couch.
Listen to me. Damn it. Not exactly this good whole consolation thing.
Oh, I didn't mean to cry, nor did I expect someone in Inquisitor Lister's position to console someone he barely knows. But the moment I feel his arm around me, the stress melts away. The want of safety brings my tears along with it. We had to kill a child. Oh, she's crying.
We did our best, but it doesn't mean we can't save everything.
His voice was surprisingly gentle for a man who often communicates with sarcasm and teasing banter. That's not quite right. It's his voice. His voice is so beautiful that anything he says is liable to remain in my heart. Oh god, she down bad. You seem like you'd be a good singer.
A what? Well, you like the sound of my beautiful voice?
You have a beautiful voice.
If it's my singing you want, I accept no less than the national treasury.
Guess I have to give up on that then. Sammy's despair ran deep. He believed he'd remain in a life of sorrow if he couldn't become Prince Lucian. Why was the vision of his future so bereft of any hope? Slaves. The children at the orphanage were forced into slavery. Prince Lucian began to visit recently because he picked up on this fact. Truth was uncovered just as served, but damned it was wild. Yeah. Conrad is responsible for this, I'm sure. It would explain why he consistently tried to avoid discussing Sammy and the orphanage at the trial. The pieces lined up perfectly, but I'm missing concrete evidence. In all likelihood, Prince Lucian was unable to do anything about the situation for similar reasons. I still think that's, that looks like the silhouette of the fucking, of Tyrell. Because he's the most twinkiest out of all the guys. I wanted to do something about the slaves. I'm gonna need to face off with Conrad's hound. I don't even have the luxury of being in the castle like Prince Lucian did. Will I really be able to find anything worthwhile? Or it might be another guy that we don't know. All I could manage that night was to freeze in fear. I mean, Conrad's the sole heir with the other prince gone. I wouldn't be surprised if he plays a role. Yeah. Oh, that's when she got burned at the stake. Can a weak girl whose only recourse when branded with sin was to plead for help from above really save everyone? It's before she became a knight.
You're thinking about something ridiculous again, aren't you? Just go to sleep. That's an order.
Yes, sir. I thought it was only for one day. I feel blessed to have gotten the chance to work under you.
Is that right? From where I'm standing, you seem awfully cross for most of today.
And that will be because I was forced to witness Vice Commander Creus's unjustified torture. But now I understand I couldn't have changed anything. Save everyone? Nah, what revenge? Revenge! If you had made up your disdain plain, you would have to been removed from the investigation and unable to participate in the trial. You invited me over to put a leash on the Cardinal as the daughter of a noble family. I wasn't able to be as effective as you hoped, but you still made it work. You're incredible. Really, you came out with a crazy, devious, almost insolent plan.
Time for you to leave.
My exhaustion had been compounded by the tears I've shed, leaving me weary. Somewhere in the back of my mind, I realize I'm being rude, but I don't have the mental wherewithal to care. I want to be someone like you. If I can earn the power and influence you have, I can win against him. I fell asleep dragging me further down. I doubt I'll get another chance to talk so candidly with Inquisitor Lister. Yet I don't have it in me to stay awake. I force my eyes open and a tiny speck of light enters my vision. What I first think is a table of light actually turns out to be a small flower. My very last thought before sleep finally takes me is the surprise. It was a surprise that even he has a soft spot for flowers. Really? The chapter's not over yet? Yeah, there's more things. There's more things. I thought this would be a good stopping. I want to finish the chapter. My throat. This chapter is an arc for real. Yeah. It's morning. Huh. I guess Inquisitor Lister let me stay in his office for tonight. Inquisitor Lister, someone's at the door. I thought they knocked on my door to shit myself. Don't worry, you're alright.
Even one of her emissaries will meet death at my hand for disturbing my sleep.
Oh well, guess I'll have to just see who it is.
Chris! Our boy!
Vice Commander! So you were here. Maya was beside herself with worry when you didn't come home. Maya's our maid. She's awesome, I love her. Oh, oops. Oh yeah, we're also from a noble family. We're part of a noble family, but we're like, fuck that, we become a knight. I was too tired to make my way home. I was so exhausted I ended up availing myself of the Inquisitor's office. I see. Well, I wouldn't worry about it too much. I managed to explain it away well enough. We are a girl boss, hell yeah. I don't really blame you for crashing, considering everything that happened yesterday. You did just rest, yes?
Huh? Hey, none of that shit. You're a class act for bursting in our private moment like this, Cass.
Hey, Tyr, thanks for yesterday.
You better thank me with perfect humility for the rest of your life. Remember that I'm the reason you're alive and carry yourself accordingly.
I've finally been replayed for hundreds of times. I sent you home pathetically drunk. Now we can go on as truly equal friends. Now, Car, let's get back to wings.
No.
Huh?
I'll be enlisting her with the Inquisitorial Order.
You will? Unfortunately, Car, Inquisitor Lister seems to be a bit if I can speak. Unfortunately, Car, Inquisitor Lister here seems a bit too much into his drink. We'll do well but leave him be for now. Let's go.
I am the furthest from drunk. In fact, I've only just now opened a bottle. The pick-me-up I need.
He loves mead. He loves mead. He loves this very specific mead from, like, a company that doesn't make it anymore. And Krius over here, he got that shit stockpiled up. So whenever he needs a favor from Tyrell, he was like, I got some mead from the stuff you like. And from Knight to Inquisitor, we're moving up in the kingdom. She had worked herself to the bone to become a knight, and I won't let your ridiculous whims get in the way of that. Yeah, we did. We worked her to the bone.
I just remembered. You're to be promoted to Grand Commander the next ceremony, eh? Get us some nice mead. I'll give you the honor of a personal celebration.
Really? Congratulations, Grand Commander! Wait, ignore me for now. The whole witch thing put the acknowledgement ceremony on hold, but you've been officially promoted to knighthood.
Really?
Really, so hurry on back. I wanted to attain knighthood for so long now. I finally have something I've earned not from my family name, but from my own merits. My dream is finally within arm's reach, and yet a part of me just can't seem to be happy.
A word of advice, Miss Red. Master Tyrell Percepts the Third. The secret to making a choice you won't regret is picking out what exactly sustains you.
What sustains me?
I can show you what hell truly is.
His words sit heavy in my heart. Well, we know who we gotta choose, because we're on his route. Okay, Tyrell. Last choice of the chapter. We'll choose you. If I work under you, Inquisitor, will you tell me what your first and second precepts are?
Sure, if you prove your worth.
I'm sorry, Grand Commander Krius, but I'd like to spend more time learning at Inquisitor Lister's side.
Really? Fuck you! Krius, fuck you! Nice choice, Miss Rat. I'll make sure you regret every moment.
Thank you. I'll work hard to keep my keep. Earn my keep, keep my keep.
Your family's probably worried sick, so head on home. Work starts in 2 days.
Yes, sir. Dear, what's on your mind?
I'm only ever thinking of myself. That being said, she's an odd one. She makes even someone like me want to help her.
You're my friend, Tyr, and I trust you. But the shadows lurking behind you are more than she can probably handle. All I ask is that you keep her happy.
That depends entirely on her.
I'm home. Is she here? Is she here? Is she here?
Maya!
My lady.
When I see your smile, I feel all the hard edges melt away. She knows exactly what I want.
I have waited your return, my lady. Your meal and bath are both waiting for you.
Thanks, Maya. I'd love to eat your cooking first.
Yeah, Maya, she's the best. Of course. One of our subordinates, Landon, he has a huge crush on her. She's not having it.
Huh?
It's only then when I had noticed a small package of some kind on the table. Looking closer, there's no indication of who sent it. Maya, what's this? It was left on our front of your apartment yesterday. I considered disposing of it as the sender is unknown, but I ultimately thought it was best to have you check over it first.
It might be anthrax.
This is... What is it, my lady? I breathed deeply to quell the exhilaration building up inside me, but it's not enough. Never could I have expected what I found inside this package. You're pretty good at doing all the voices. All the characters really sound really distinct for each other. Yeah! That means a lot to me. Thank you. I tried. It's from Prince Lucian. What? But he's passed on. Did he send it to you before he died? And what's inside? She's our maid, Bombo. She's our maid. She's our maid and best friend. She's been with us since the beginning. See, you put a lot of effort. I can only do like 2 voices. It's a yeah, she's a woman. Myself and myself more gremlin. Hey, being more gremlin is fun. Pull out a gag order. Just say it's for the children. They'd be horrified to learn on what they ate. And more than anything, I want to avoid any unnecessary attention to the orphanage. Oh, Bombo. What's the last thing you heard? What's the last thing you seen in our little stream? Cause hoo boy, stuff happened. My throat. Been doing this for like 2 hours straight. This chapter. I do got a YouTube channel. Actually, I have everything up to here is on it. Okay. So we had the trial to figure out who killed the Prince Lucian. And it was the child. The child killed him. And he took his organs and put them in a stew and fed them to the other orphans. Just say it's for the children. They'd be horrified to learn about what they ate. Base child. And more than anything, I want to avoid any unnecessary attention on that orphanage. Yeah, and then the orphan, he offered his body to the witch. Like, he was going to be thrown into the flames of hell, but then he was like,
I'll give you my body if I can go where my parents went.
And he was like, and the witch was like, okay. And then he got poofed. Yeah, but the child is like the reason why he did all that. Yeah, joking too, but it ended up being Sammy. It's because like they wanted to become Prince Lucian. Because they're gonna become slaves because of this guy Conrad. I want to avoid any unnecessary attention to that orphanage. And then there's that woman. She will turn on me sooner or later. Yeah, we already turned on you. We hate you. You were our fiance in a previous life, and you burned us at the stake because we figured out you were doing some shady shit. Yeah, the first we were like going to be married off to him. And then we realized something suspicious was going on under the scenes, and then he burned us at the stake. Try as she might to keep her composure, I could see right through her acts. She felt naught but utter loathing for me. Plus, I could hear a conversation with a witch from my spot in the stand, and the witch said she has magic within her. If she too is a witch, then I want to make her mine. No one can ever have too much power. Oh, you needn't worry. I am nothing if not talented at placating those who would otherwise scorn me. You know this better than anyone. Her relationship, her hobbies, her shortcomings. Find out everything you can about her. He's so weird. We can fix him. We can fix him. Yeah, there's a lot of people are down bad for him. They're like, yeah, I know, like, he's toxic and stuff, and, like, burned us at the stake, but, like, why is he... You can't see it, but, like, I'm, like, twirling my hair. Like, twirl your hair, lip bite. Find out everything you can about her. Lucian is gone. This country is good as mine. He has a third brother, but he's on his side. Is the chapter finally over? Is the chapter over? Thanks to her victory against the witch, Kara regained the precognition ability. Is the chapter over? The chapter's over! Yeah, we'll fix him by stinking him. Oh, we're at the church. But we're gonna do that next time. That was... Wow. That was a lot.